Hey everyone, it's Kim. Welcome, welcome. Today is Friday and it is time for our weekly chat session. So if you're new here, this is Dorothy's daughter and I'm Kim and I am Dorothy's daughter. And this channel is all about sewing. I teach tutorials, we do pattern reviews, we have some fellowship, and just all in all, anything to do with sewing. So you're in the right place if you want to learn and hang out with people who sew. All right, so today I want to talk about some Christmas tips, some getting ready to sew things. And I guess I hadn't really thought about it, but over the last few years I've sort of developed a process. So anyway, I want to say hello to everyone. Hi, Darlene, and Dee is here. Brenda, Sharon, Gail, I think I saw Brenda Foley, yep, and let's see, Juanita's here, and Kenethia, did I say that right? I hope. Hexa's here from Germany, lots of fun people. Juanita's here. Great to see all of you guys. All right, so, and Dot's here. I'm glad that it works out for you on Fridays. It actually works out for me pretty well too, so I don't know, but that wasn't one of the, I don't know if it wasn't one of the choices when I did the poll, but I know there's a lot of people who wanted it on Thursdays, so anyway, I saw, I'll be down your way in 3 weeks. So excited. That trip to San Antonio every year to see my brother, it's just I wait for that, especially this year, guys, because yeah, it's a different kind of holiday season for me this year, as you know. So hi Diane, nice to see you. So my take on the holidays this year is that Christmas is so important. If it wasn't for Christmas, I would never know that I could see my husband again in heaven. So I'm celebrating the heck out of it. I'm I'm going to make it a wonderful Christmas for my kids and grandkids, and I'm not going to allow anybody to be sad. And we'll all be sad, but I mean, we're going to try and turn that around and try to be positive. So, did anyone's, oh, mine did. What happened? It's got to be on YouTube's end because mine is fine. Can you guys hear me? Mine froze as well. Let me see what. I'm going to switch networks. Hang on. See if that helps. Okay. I do not know why it did that. There's always something. I see I'm frozen, but I don't know how to fix it. Oh, I'm not frozen anymore. Are you seeing me now? Mine came back alive. Huh. Okay. I'm not sure. I have had some internet issues today. That could be what it is. I'm not sure. But, sorry. Anyway, you could hear me though, right? Hopefully. Hi, Verna. Nice to see you. All right. So I have come across, I counted 10, only because I like the top 10 thing. It always is a good little alliteration type thing. And just things that I do without even thinking about it because I've sewn gifts for so many years. So I thought maybe I would, hi Rose, nice to see you. I thought maybe I would go ahead and share those with you, and you guys throw your tips in there too, like we always do. And maybe this will get us motivated because I've done a little, but I haven't done as much. But before I do that, I want to show you. First, I want to give you a public service announcement, okay? Nobody socked me in the jaw, okay? This great big bruise, which is finally going away, is from an embroidery hoop gone rogue. So be careful when you're bending over and putting that spring hoop on. It was bending over and sort of getting the fabric in there, and it did it like that and hit me right in the jaw. So, Rose, I'm sorry for your loss as well. I do miss him so much. I wanted to show you my so far on this thread painting on this butterfly. You can see the stitching, but it's gonna be beautiful. I'm pretty excited about it. Oh, you know what? It probably wasn't in focus. Here, can you see it better? Anyway, I'm loving the way this is coming out. All I have to do is the darker blue here and then all the black, and it'll be done, done, done. Just wanted to show you. And I have the scar. Have the scar. So, all right. So, Christmas sewing. I'm excited this year just to get going. I got this lovely new room, which it's still not put all the way together. I promise I'm going to do a video once I get everything hung on the walls. And this house is a cluster. I still have boxes everywhere. And it isn't really going to get any better for a little while. So I can't lift, and I can't. My kids give me as much time as they possibly can, but it's still not enough to get it all done. So it will be eventually. So I'm just trying to be patient because everybody is doing the most that they can do. So anyway, oh, you're probably right, Juanita. She said I was talking about Christmas and the devil, or Christmas in heaven, so the devil, yeah. Most definitely. So you guys, I told you I went to see Michael W. Smith last night in concert, and that was just amazing. My daughter surprised me for, yeah, I can see that butterfly. You couldn't see. I'm like behind on my little screen over here. So yeah. Anyway, that concert was amazing, and he sang all the old fun ones plus some of the newer ones. It was Waymaker was amazing. It just, the whole thing was so uplifting. And when he got to, he always comes out and sings Friends Are Friends Forever. If you don't know Michael W. Smith, he's a Christian artist that goes way back to like Amy Grant time. And they used to sing that song together a lot when they were in concert together. And so he ended with that. And my daughter and I both sobbed because the words of that after you lose somebody are pretty profound. So I encourage you, Rose, to go and listen to that song because we'll keep you close as always. So anyway, I ugly cried. My daughter cries nicer than me. And but I think it was really healing for us to cry together. So thank you, Dee. I'm really excited to get that done, but I have so many other things to do that I have to put it aside, and it's hard. It's hard to put it aside. And then I was a little gun shy after I got injured here. I don't know, did it freeze before I showed you this? PSA, don't be careful with putting spring-loaded embroidery hoop in because it just, anyway. Oh, how cool. Brown Palace Hotel. That would be really neat. So, tips. Sorry, my brain today. I was out late last night. So the first tip is be realistic with your goals. And guys, I'm not very good at this because I think, oh, I can do that and I can do that, and then I never get it all done. I get a lot done, but I never get everything I wanted to do done. So I'm gonna try to be realistic. I also know myself. I know that I will probably plan to do a few things that I won't actually do. But when you make out your list, plan out your makes, try to be realistic about it. Tip number 2 is consider shopping your stash. So you've collected fabric all year long. Chances are you've even thought about people that you're going to sew for when you picked it out. I know I did. So definitely go ahead and use that stash rather than buying, because prices have gone up, you guys. I was kind of shocked, sticker shock, on Girl Charlie, who they were always $6 a yard for double brush poly, and all of a sudden it's $9. Um, that was a really, really, really crazy price jump. I think to jump $3 a yard is a lot. So, I mean, it still isn't bad, but if you're going to buy fabric, shop around, because it's, and you know, there's not a real close Hobby Lobby to me. There is a Joann's, but their prices always were high. So unless you have a good coupon, so shop your stash. Tip number 3 is might be too late for this year, but get a notebook and jot down things that they say all year. Like my granddaughter, we were in the car and we were talking about musical instruments, and she said, well, I love my piano, and I want an ocarina, which is a little harp thing, like sort of shaped like an orb. And um, she said that, and so I'm like, oh, they can't be that much. They're just little flutes. Like, it's like a pan flute, only it's like a bowl-shaped thing. And I just ordered one. I mean, oh, okay, I'm right in the car, right then and there, I ordered one. So they say little things like that throughout the year. Jot them down, and especially if it comes to makes. Now, I want to show you something my granddaughter did. My 10-year-old granddaughter was here, and I don't know if this was a hint or what, but she drew these in a notebook. She did her little fashion sketches. And I think I'm going to make one of these come alive for her. Oh, Dee, that's an awesome thing. Dee says she tries to set weekly goals. That's amazing. I should. I try to, but then something always takes over. But anyway, the one all the way to the right is an outfit that has butterflies, and she's got a white belt or something on there. I'm not sure about the white belt. I probably can find one on Amazon. I'm not sure if she will really like the white belt, but I could make her a little laundry day tank, and then I thought I could make her like a waffle knit cardigan to go over it. I just happen to have that was more of a stretch than I thought. I just happen to have this fabric, this knit, so I can make her that little outfit that she drew with this, and then I thought I'd get her belt that she put there and make her a cardigan to go over it. I think I have some waffle knit that's like a gold. If not, I could always make her a black cardigan. But or I think I might even have some maroon, which would be pretty with this. But anyway, I think that will be really cool. And then I will take that little drawing and I'm going to clip it right to the outfit to show her that I made the outfit that she drew. So I hope that she was drawing it because she really likes it. But that's something you can do, like just pay attention. If they really like something on TV, is there a way that you can replicate it in some way for them? When Princess Diana got married, I had a neighbor who wanted a prom dress like that, and I made her one. And there just happened to be a butterick bridal pattern, And I went ahead and made her prom dress like that. It took me forever. It was a really slow sewing project, but it turned out beautiful and she loved it. And believe it or not, this is 35 years ago. She still has it. She said there's no way she would ever get rid of it. So that made me feel really good. So that's just something you can do. Just kind of pay attention to things throughout the year so that it isn't quite so difficult to think of something. It's a lot better for me this year because I'm living closer to my grandkids, so I see them a lot more, and they share their wants with me a lot more. Excuse me, I seem to be losing my voice this afternoon. All right, that was number 3. Number 4, have them making a yeah, well, it'll be amazing too. My notes say have them make an amazing wish list. I meant Amazon wish list, but even if you don't shop at Amazon, you can get a real good idea of what they like by looking at their Amazon list. For example, if you have my little grandson loves, it's a Kirby game on the Nintendo Switch. I know nothing about it except this little guy's name is Kirby. And I thought, you know, I could sublimate that onto a shirt for him. You know, just different little clues that you can find that you can pick up and then use your creative thoughts to sort of replicate that. One time he was into scorpions, big time. He loved scorpions. And I have a video on it. Probably 2 years ago for his birthday, I made scorpion fabric by stamping it with fabric dye. So you could do something like that with, you know, really with anything. I have some white double brush poly, and of course sublimation goes on polyester like really well. So I'm thinking about sublimating an entire piece of fabric with a 101 Dalmatians print for jammies for my 2 littlest grandkids. They love 101 Dalmatians. So just, you can get creative and you can even find stuff in your stash that you can do it with. So, and then, you know, have conversations with them about what they like. But if you say, hey, make a little Amazon list for me, then you don't have to buy the things that are on the list. It just gives you an idea of what to sew. Yes, I wondered if perhaps she might be a sewist because, well, she does sew with me, and I made a video for a homeschool curriculum, a beginning to sew video, and she was in it with me. We did it together, and she made an apron. So it was really fun, and she was able to do it all. So and we made t-shirts. We both had t-shirts that said my sewing is my superpower. So we had matching t-shirts for the video, and it's really cute. It turned out great, and it's part of Gather Around homeschool curriculum. So it was a fun thing to do. Juanita says, my 12-year-old granddaughter just asked for a sewing machine for her birthday. Oh, that's so awesome. I love that. I love it when they show an interest in sewing. That is exciting. And you'll be the best teacher, I'm sure. All right, so once you have thought of things, you're going to want to make a list and gather sort of your final ideas and what you need to get them done, so that if you have to order fabric, you have time. There's definitely going to be some sales. I'm sure Black Friday sales on fabric, they always have them. Oh, thank you, Alberta. That's really sweet of you. And so definitely, if you need to buy fabric, Black Friday is the day to do it. I will probably go to the warehouse if my brother has time to take me. I'm not sure, you know, because his wife's been really ill. So if I don't get there, it's not a big deal. But if I have the opportunity to go, you know, I love that place, so I will go. Then just look and see what you have already in your stash. Make sure that you don't buy something you already have. That's the one thing that's really great about having your sewing supplies organized. You don't have to have a whole room even. Is if you have bins and you have them marked what's in them, you'll be able to find anything you need. So if you have them organized, you don't keep buying things. I used to do that all the time. I need this thread, and then I go and I buy it, and then I have a whole spool laying there in the drawer. So definitely check and see what you already have. And then tip number 6 is to organize them with Trello. So I've done this the last couple years of putting my entire Christmas list into Trello. And what I did was I had a little a little list for each person, because we normally we usually for our grandkids we will buy a toy and then I will make something. So as we bought things, I would photograph them, put them on their list, and that also helped because my husband used to do all the wrapping, so he would see who gets what without having to yell from the other room and ask me. But I guess I have to wrap them all myself this year, but it's okay. I have an idea with wrapping this year. But once you do that, you take a photograph of what you made and what you bought, and then you're done with that person, and then you can go on, and that way nobody gets forgotten, things are even, all that stuff. So Trello is really great for that, and it helps you keep track of what you have for who. I've used Christmas list apps before, but they don't have the opportunity to go ahead and put a picture attached to it. So Trello, you can attach whatever. You can even attach the receipts if you want to keep track. So that is good. Tip number 7 is have a plan B in mind if your make doesn't work out. I always have some kind of thing in the back of my mind in case I don't get something done. Make it something that you can get rather quickly, and be honest with yourself as the weeks approach, because we have 50 sewing days left before Christmas. So plan accordingly, and as you're getting close to that wire, if there's things you have to be honest and say, I'm not going to get that done. So what you do then is you have that plan B idea that you just go get it or order it or whatever you have to do. Just make sure you give yourself enough time to get it. Tip number 8 is consider wrapping it as you finish. So with each gift, you're done, you photograph it and wrap it, and then it doesn't really matter where you store it, because if they see it, it's not a big deal because it's wrapped. So that was an idea I had as well. This year, I have this huge roll of like 60-inch tall, and it's about this fat of a roll. It's craft paper, the brown paper. I was taking this is a cute memory of my husband, actually. I was taking a class on drafting your own slopers, and so it recommended brown paper to sketch things out. So I asked my husband to pick me up a roll of brown paper. I will never use all of that paper. If I could use it every Christmas from now until whatever. So anyway, a lot of brown paper. So what I did this year, I'm going to use it for Christmas. Well, I won't even make a dent, but I don't have to buy wrapping paper then. So at the Dollar Tree, they had burlap ribbon, and I bought, like 6 rolls of it. And I'm just going to make really nice burlap Christmassy ribbons and brown paper. That's what I'm doing this year. So, and maybe might even have, if I help my grandkids, make any gifts. I might even have them stamp on it and, you know, decorate it. So it's kind of fun. All right, did we have questions here? Oh, thank you for reminding me. Anne wanted to know the top I'm wearing, and I was going to say this right up front, but I forgot. This is the Presto from Love Notions. This is the $5 Feature Friday today. And if you go to the Facebook group, I have my review video linked. Also, a couple shorts that I did. I pulled some short form videos because, you know, YouTube has shorts now. So I'm trying to pull out the ones that are sort of tips, build like a tip library for you guys. So I went back to that old video and I pulled out some things from the Presto video for you. And it was a pattern review plus how to deal with delicate fabrics. So one of the shorts I pulled out was how to use a hump jumper for delicate fabrics. We talked about how to use it for thick fabrics, but this video is how to use it for delicate fabrics. And then sorry, I forgot to mute my phone, my apologies. And then the other video is just a summary of the pattern review and the changes that I had to make. But this is the Presto. And it can take on very casual or extremely dressy, depending on what fabric you use. This could be either way, actually, this one. This is from the warehouse in San Antonio, probably the first or second trip that I made there. And I fell in love with the colors. And it's like a crepe, real silky. It's thin but not see-through, and I like this a lot. I hadn't worn it in a long time. I wasn't even sure that it would be huge on me, but it actually worked out pretty well. So it's big in the hips, but I like big in the hips. That's okay by me. But thank you, Anne. Aw, okay, Rose, have a good afternoon. I hope your dog's better. Thank you. I'm not sure. I guess this is it's not rayon. It's, you know, probably a silky polyester is what they would call it. Thank you. All right, so that was number 8. Consider just wrapping as you sew. That can save you, you know, that all-nighter wrapping gifts at the end. I'm going to try really hard to just do it as I get things, as I finish them, whatever. And then number 9 is if you're sewing multiple things, like the same thing for multiple kids, you could get these little baskets. I've got to get one so I can show you. You could get these baskets from the Dollar Tree. And what I did is I put a name card on each one, and then I kept all the pieces for that person in the basket. So, and then I would do, you know, this is jammies for all 6 of my grandkids. So I did, you know, this seam on all of them, then that seam on all of them, right down the row. And because I had them all in the basket, I didn't get the pieces mixed up. So it's challenging to do that when it's the same thing for a lot of people. I've also used those when I have done multiple costumes for a musical I did. The one year I did the Girls with the Tongues of Fire in the Axe musical that they did. And I had each piece, each girl's fabric cut out and in a basket like that. So worked out well. All right. And don't forget, on the Presto, back to that, I see a lot of people talking about the Presto top here. If you use Dorothy 10, you can get 10% off always. So check that out. And I have a new something for you today. Um, so the other thing is to have a TV in your sewing room. I was trying to figure out how to word that, but it is very Christmassy and can get you in the mood to watch Christmas movies or have them on as you sew, especially ones you've seen before, because then you don't have to look because you know what's going on. A lot of fun. So I made us a design and put it in, and it'll be live in my shop. I was going to do it before I went live, and I didn't have a chance to do it before, but I'm going to do it as soon as I get offline, and I will show you the new design that will be in the shop tonight. And it is that. I just want to sew and watch Christmas movies. So that's going to be available in the merchant, in my merch shop later this evening. So you'll be able to get that in t-shirts or sweatshirts or whatever. So that is that was tip number 10. And just hello, Allison. Nice to see you. Thank you, Jean. Thank you very much for using my code. I appreciate that. All right, so that was basically my 10 tips that I had. So do you guys have any that you want to throw out that it helps you when you're doing Christmas sewing? How much are you going to sew this year? Allison, you're in Liverpool. Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm a huge Beatles fan, so Liverpool is like a mecca to me that I think I have to do someday before I die. My husband and I really wanted to do that together. But I'll go. I'll go for both of us. So one of these days, I'm going to walk across Abbey Road. So I'm jealous that you get to be there all the time. You probably get sick of the Beatles stuff there. I know, I love my Presto as well, Brenda. And it is a great summer top, too. There's a sleeveless version. It's a really great summer top. It's interesting because it has the mandarin collar and, things that are just a little bit special about it that is different from just the plain old tank top. So, all right. So, anyway, what do you guys like to do for your Christmas sewing? What are you planning this year? I just told you some of my plans there. I think most of the girls are going to get cardigans. And the guys are probably going to get, except for my one granddaughter who drew that fashion sketch. I love that. She's 10. And I tell you, that child is so different. We call her Tater Tot because her name is Ada. And we call her Ada Potato. So then that just kind of always goes to Tater Tot. So, that's a good idea, Sharon. Stream them on your laptop. Yep. Oh, and another tip for that is if it happens to be a Bluetooth device, get earbuds and put them in your ears because then the roar of the sewing machine won't make you miss anything in your movie or your book or whatever you're listening to. So, mine too. Sharon said sewing and watching movies is her happy place. Definitely. I don't even know if it's going to come back on this year, but I've always loved sewing and watching Project Runway too. I'll be like sewing and I don't pay a whole lot of attention to what they're doing before the runway, just hearing the chatter and glancing over once in a while. But then I stop sewing for the fashion show part of it because I just love to watch that. So Dee's going to make a mermaid tail sleeping bag. That's awesome. She will love that. One of my granddaughters never got one of my princess dolls. I did princess dolls a few years ago. She was not even born yet. So I guess it's been more than a few because she's 5. I took the dolls, the 18-inch dolls from Michael's. They're nice dolls, and basically they're not naked, but it isn't an outfit you would want to give it to them. And I made them into Disney princesses, and I did, I think, 10 of them or something that year, different ones. I did I did Elsa's coronation dress. I did Anna. I did Cinderella, the old Cinderella and the new Cinderella, and Belle, and didn't do Ariel that year. I'm trying to think of who the other ones were. Tatiana, I think I did Tatiana from the Princess, the Frog and the Prince, or whatever, whatever the name of that is. And so this year I'm going to do She Loves Ariel. So I'm going to make her a mermaid outfit for a doll. So she will love that. My granddaughters had mermaid tails that they were sleeping in that somebody else gave them. They bought them. I ended up sewing them because they all fell apart. So I ended up sewing up their mermaid tails to reinforce them because stuff happens. They're hard on them, So if they're just sewn by machine, in a factory somewhere, they don't hold up. But when Grandma makes it, it'll hold up. So, oh, that's so cool. Dee, I just want to be you when I grow up. You're so organized. I love it. I love it. I'm just so jealous of people who are organized because I'm really not. But, such is life. So those are the things I wanted to show you. And I ordered the movie shirt for myself. It's not here yet, but I'm going to release a new Christmas shirt probably every week during the chat until Christmas. So tune in for that. And I've got some designs already. I have one for Black Friday. There won't be a video that week because I'll be in San Antonio, but I will release the shirt because I have one that I think it will be well liked and sneak attack. It's going to be a good sale on Black Friday. So in the merch shop. So Louise has a niece who's 50. She still has the Raggedy Ann I made her. Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. That is amazing. I bet that did take forever to knit. And Juanita said she knitted the mermaid tails, I'm assuming you're talking about, for 2 granddaughters. Yeah, sewing would be a little faster. Maybe even a little more durable because knitting can be, really hard not to pull. Sometimes it would break my heart to see something that a grandma did, and get pulled in that. So I don't have the patience for knitting either. I like things you can do by machine, just instant gratification. So, but I'm going to get this butterfly done on my jacket too, and I'll take some pictures after I get it done. I was kind of hoping to get it done before this weekend, but I have. I'm still working on the Sew With Me Saturday for tomorrow. So that's a video that will come out tomorrow, and that will be with the Resolution Bottoms pattern, which was the Feature Friday last week. So if you want to get it this week, if you didn't get it last week, you can still get 10% off by using my coupon code Dorothy10. So Diana says I'm going to sublimate sublimate name pillowcases for the smaller grands. That's awesome. Will they be polyester pillowcases? Because sublimation, I've tried a couple different methods to do it on cotton, and it's not, it washes out. I do I did do get some of that new Caesar DTV, stands for direct to vinyl, and it's the thinnest vinyl, and you print it on a regular, believe it or not, inkjet and press it on, and it stays, and it barely feels like there's anything on the shirt. So another idea. And you can do that on dark colors, and you can do it on cotton. So but you'd have to be careful with a pillowcase, I guess. But you could do a polyester or microfiber pillowcase, and that would probably be fine. So does anybody know of a good YouTube video or instruction on how to do a repeating pattern? Because I want to do a pattern of the 101 Dalmatians and make that fabric with sublimation. So if you know of any video online or anything, let me know. Bye, Brenda. Thank you so much. Yay! You're going to get your jeans done this weekend, and that is awesome. I can't wait to see everybody's jeans on the Facebook group. And if you're with us and you aren't on our Facebook group, let me put the address up here. That's our Facebook group. We are 2,000 and something members, and everybody helping everybody, and it's a really great group. So jump on in and share your makes with us. We love it, and we chit chat a little bit. We don't go too far off topic, but once in a while, and we just really care about each other. So yeah. So the I'm sorry, my brain, I was up literally, we didn't get home till midnight because it was all the way down in Findlay, Ohio, and I'm in Temperance, Michigan. So, I mean, it's still the same area, but it's like the extreme north to the extreme south of Toledo. So, so it took us a long time to get home. And then you're on such a high after a worship concert like that, it's hard to wind down and go to sleep. But I did eventually. My doggies had to be loved on because they were all by themselves for too long. So anyway, I hope you guys are filling your Christmas sewing days up with wonderful things. I know I plan to, and I'm excited. I want to give my grandkids a super good Christmas, and my husband used to wrap the gifts and put love G and P for Grammy and Papa. Well, my grandson we had just learned how to read over the course of that year, leading into last year, and he looked at the package and he said, "Who's Jip?" So anyway, so funny. I do not know, Anita. She wanted to know if the kits will be available with Cali Fabrics. I have not heard any more. I do know they said they're getting more, but I haven't heard any more on when. I'll try and keep an eye out for you in the ambassadors little group that we have, and hopefully they'll keep us up to date so that you can, and when I do find out, I'll post it in the Facebook group right away so you guys can go grab them. Ah, cool. Diana, what method are you going to use for a cotton case? I have used the couple different kinds of that sublimate, and it was nice, but it had a really faded look. I will warn you, it didn't really hang in there. So, but sublimation's great and fun. Even if it's faded, it's pretty. So it just could look like you just meant it to be that way. But the direct to vinyl from Caesar's pretty good. It's expensive though. I think $85 for 50 sheets or something like that. So you don't want to make a lot of mistakes with that. But it's pretty easy to, you know, print and weed and everything. It's really easy. So anyway, yeah, so that's something. And then so sewing this week. I'm filming the resolution bottoms for tomorrow. I'm still working on my denim jumper. If you guys want to see what I have, I'll show you what I did. All right. So it's princess seams. So here is partially ripped out, but here is the center of the front. And I've got to do the darts and stuff. But this is all the flat felt seams down the side on the outside of 11 pairs of jeans. And then in the back, I just have a darker denim in the center back, so it will take the zipper, because this would have been really crazy to do a zipper in. And then the skirt, I had to do on the cross grain, but it doesn't matter because it's not stretch anyway, is like that. So it's going to be really fun. I've just had so many other things going on, I haven't had a chance to finish it. So that is my denim dress that I think is gonna, a lot of people are gonna say, oh, where'd you get that? Or something, you know, because it's gonna be really different. Thanks, Elizabeth. So I think it'll be fun. It might be a little big, so because when I cut it out, I weighed a lot more. So I'll have to, once I get the top together, I'll have to put it on and adjust accordingly. I think that I probably got a little too big for it for a little while, so it might be just right. I don't know. It's a Colette pattern, and they do run small. Seamwork runs larger than Colette for some reason, even though it's the same company. But yeah. So I may just do a video with that 101 Dalmatians fabric when I get, but I have to figure out all the do's and don'ts for doing a repeating pattern, because I don't want it to look, I want it to look like I bought them. So I figure I could probably get the pant legs and the sleeves out of a couple yards for 2 kids. Yes, they do. They have wonderful pajamas. Dee, did you ask pajamas for grandkids? Juanita, did you have... Juanita had a question. I'm sorry. Let me find it. Oh, I answered it. Okay, I did see it. All right. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I answered it. There is a question. Okay. Sharon answered. A good pattern company for kids' pajamas. I'll tell you, the best ones, I think. And that is Ellie Mac. They have Grow With Me jammies, and they're free. Completely free pattern. And they have cuffs on the bottom that are extra long. So you like start with them rolled up, and then as they grow, you can let them out so they fit a long time. And they're really, it's a nice pattern. And it's completely free. So definitely check that out. But yes, 5 out of 4 has lovely jammies too. And actually, For girls, the tranquil pajamas for ladies with Love Notions, it's also in girls. But you could also take a Sloan, um, kid Sloan, and then a jogger. I forget what the name of the jogger pattern is for kids. It's going to bug me because I just haven't done it for a long time. I'm going to find out. Kids. All right. Yeah, the girls tranquil, and that has long sleeves if you want to. But then, well, you could use Thomas track pants and a Sloan, but there's also the Vanguard kit, which has just regular sort of jogger pants. Yeah. And then there's also the leggings. If you want a tighter leg, that's a free pattern as well. So, but they're just leggings for kids. So, all right. Did I get everybody's questions? So, all right. So yeah, Sharon, I would try Grow With Me. I made those, and my niece really appreciated it because she said, "Oh my goodness, she got 2 years wearing out of them because we were able to let them down." So, just a thought. They grow so fast. They really do. So what are your favorite Christmas movies to watch while you sew? Anybody have a favorite Christmas movie to watch? I like, while I'm sewing, I love to watch um, Christmas Vacation, of course, or um, anything on the Hallmark Channel. Last year there was a new one called 5 More Minutes. It was a tearjerker, but it was so good. So that's one. I love the Royal Christmas one on Hallmark. That is all about, it's one of the prince lives in America. She doesn't know he's a prince, and then she finds out, and they go, and the parents don't like her, that kind of thing. But the queen is Jane Seymour, and she is so good in that role. And the girl is Lacey Chabert, who's in the only person who's in more Hallmark movies than her, I think, is Candace Candace Bure, Candace Cameron Bure. So, yeah. Well, it was really fun to hang out, you guys. So, does anybody have any more questions? All right. So, tell me what you're sewing for Christmas, and maybe we can spur each other on to ideas. I do have a couple years ago, I did a vlogmas, which I hate that word. I won't ever call mine vlogmas because I don't put anything in place of Christ. So, but I get that that's not what they mean by it, but I just won't. So I had the 12 days of Christmas, and I had a different gift every day that you could make, like quick little things, things like crayon roll-ups and just different things. So that playlist is out there on my channel still, so you could check that out if you're looking for quick little ideas. I found a pattern the other day for really cute fabric butterflies, and I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I'm going to do something with them. And I also saw some tea towels that were super cute that you could make, which are very practical. I don't have a place to hang a kitchen towel in my new kitchen, so I just have the stove handle, and they just slide right off. So I think I need to make myself some of those towels. So, yes, the God winked ones, that they are great. I love those. Yep. And the Muppets Christmas Carol. I love that too. The one with John Denver. Did you ever see the Muppets with John Denver? And It's a Wonderful Life. That's great too. A lot of these are on Amazon Prime for free too, you guys. A Christmas Story is great. I love that one. My husband's favorite was always A Christmas Carol, the one that had George C. Scott as Scrooge. It's a really good version, and in his honor, I will watch it this year for sure. Most of the original cast. Okay, I got to go back and see what you said before that, Dot. A sequel to the Christmas Story? Oh, how fun! You're going to shoot your eye out with that kid. Yeah. I don't know. Embroidery hoop could be just as bad as a Red Ryder BB gun. You know, it's funny because it's kind of in the shadow, and my kids, um, I didn't even know there was a bruise there. And then my daughter-in-law said, "What'd you do?" And I looked at this big old bruise right there, which is a lot smaller today. It was really big and purple yesterday. And my daughter, I said, "Did you see what I did to my jaw?" And she goes, "No." And I showed her, and she goes, "I can't believe I didn't see that." So, yeah. Home Alone. It's another good Christmas movie. Kevin! Love that. That is really cool. Alberta. Me Too, Anita. Oh, Christmas Story. Okay. Good. It's supposed to come out soon. That'll be cool. Elizabeth, I made myself a composed robe from the French terry. Love it. Awesome. I want to see that, Dee. Waffle knit would be really great for a composed robe. Not too heavy, not too thin. And I have some white, so spa ropes would be really fun with that. I've also thought about making a robe by lengthening the Melody Dolman, a little summer robe. Would that be cute? And you could have the buttons go all the way down, and then leave a couple unbuttoned at the bottom. We have it go to just below your knees, and then have a couple undone at the bottom. Be really cute. And you could add in side pockets. Just grab a pocket from another pattern is all you have to do, and then figure out where you want them to be. Super easy. So, what did you make it out of? French terry? Oh, how nice. I love French terry. I think it's probably my favorite fabric to sew with. Just behaves. Once in a while it kind of curls, but not too bad. Yeah, nice. So, well, it's been great today, you guys. And, whoop, Michael Caine version. Oh, you were answering my question. Yeah, I used to listen to the album with John Denver and the Muppets like constantly when my kids were little. Hey, how are you? Thank you so much, Sonotes. I know your first name, but I can't at the top of my head right now. Great to see you. Is it Kristen? Is it Kristen? I think your first name. I'm so embarrassed. But I'm not good with names. I love people, and I remember people, but I don't always remember their names. So, my apologies. Well, thank you so much, you guys, and let's get started on Christmas. It's 50 more sewing days, and that's from starting tomorrow right up to Christmas Eve. So, you're going to have to take a few days off here or there. So, give yourself plenty of time, and good. So, all right, thank you. I did remember it right then. That's good. All right, you guys. Well, I'm sorry you just got here. And here we are finishing up. But I did give 10 tips for Christmas sewing, and I also showed the new shirt that's going to be in the merch shop later tonight that says I just want to sew and watch Christmas movies. So that should be a good thing for us to wear while we get ready. So, all right, have a great afternoon. Oh, I was going to share one other thing about sewing for Christmas. A couple years ago, I did a thing right about now where I started having people come over on Friday nights all the way up till Christmas, and we sewed or needlework or whatever. They brought whatever they wanted to work on, and it was really fun because we were able to just chit chat. We had snacks, and and honestly, I got a lot done. In fact, that was the year that I did all the dolls. So I think I'm gonna do that again this year because Friday nights are probably my loneliest night of all, because we used to do something every Friday night, and now it's just me and the dogs. So, not that I don't love my dogs, because I do. Bye, Jean. Nice to see you. Ooh, Diane made a applique bench pillow for a friend. Oh, that's awesome. A Bible tote bag for another friend. Wow, you're a great friend. That's awesome. All right, well, have a fantastic weekend. Hopefully, we'll be back to Thursday next week, and I will see you soon. Wait a minute. Is the 18th isn't on Thursday, is it? Let me see. No, it's a Friday. Okay. Yeah, that'll be the 10th. I'll be here. 4 o'clock Thursday and the following Thursday. And then after that, I'll be taking a week off because I will be in San Antonio. So, all right, you guys have a great afternoon, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye. Happy sewing, guys.